truth even when it is not popular. And that's what I did. Patriotism is standing up for your country and speaking the truth even when it is not popular. And that's what I did. I showed I'm a patriot by saying that, look, the Black Stars as we have now, yes, you will lose because the team you have is incompetent. The team you have is reflective of the government that we have. Incompetent.
How does a team reflect a government?
Okay, let me show you.
Football
you have a coach that is technically bankrupt, President Akufo-Addo. You have a captain who is gone past his prime, Osafoma for prime minister. You have a general captain who is more of a Jamal leader, Bawumia. Patriotism is standing up for your country and speaking the truth even when it is not popular. And that's what I did. I showed I'm a patriot by saying that, look, the Black Stars as we have now, yes, you will lose because the team you have is incompetent. The team you have is reflective of the government that we have. Incompetent.
How does a team reflect a government?
Okay, let me show you.
Football
you have a coach that is technically bankrupt, President Akufo-Addo. You have a captain who is gone past his prime, Osafoma for prime minister. You have a general captain who is more of a Jamal leader, Bawumia.
Free Abraham 2016. Yamusa President Mahama say, yes na enso to yiri Ghana ema enkran enipa more than 100 billion no. Edan wo ye. Adan yen yamusa no. Say that June 3rd disaster 2015 no. E see 1 year ansana President Mahama wo free aban mu. Eti yamusa ne say that period no eden wo ye. Obiamusa yesoya say Gary sika biaba Gary sika bi bai and then yakubusa na Akufo-Addo say say na unya central net tibon ko so tibabi wo tumi a yakupon fa tumi mans ni pasa and then wo tumi a e ko be chi Akufo-Addo wo tumi a e ka arrest Dr. Bawumia wo tumi a ka oba arrest hwan kika se bunisa ne de nemu enai esimunai so President Mahama adebe simunai so Oba March, Boba January, March, I was what committee. Obofa, Obikan, every bonfama, no more saying one year who free beam. And a BBC DBC. It's so young people here. Don't even fall into that debate. Don't debate them on Sika, Garage at the buy, any day, fine. That's not the case. That is not the debate. Any debate, I say, President Mahama, moi, yakwa uyewemu, edie na wo ye. Yenu ye here. Na Fred Sika and the percentages, and they say, and the World Bank is their babonte say. Sika na Akufo-Addo time, World Bank for the man yeno. And now we say, John Mahama, any other force, munya economic indicators binti, inflation will form, exchange rate will form, we will form, says Sika no. Almost omunyi emma abonte enye de says kana munyi no e na nipa 40 de wo munyi Nkokor Nketenkete se ka ho asem ye ka se Nkokor Nketenkete enya adwen pa bia President Mahama na Akufo-Addo de ade aba se me si factories ye adwuma President Mahama ahoya ya adwen nkwa ni musa very limited we very limited adwen ma so be kasa keke ai yan di ba ye nya ne se de omoye no eno an se wo ye ward chairman na Nkokor kitikiti bi de ama ne ama wo ebuo kitua bi enkolo to a na wato nkufia no oja to a na akokor no na wato na wakum na ware eno an no enne Nkokor kitikiti o de ko yi enne nkofo se de ba yi de ye kwa no omunya sure se omunya bed 30% success rate omunyina wu de mawu so mutimi fido muti omakunguko nawe asem bia koso weekend ya avrehu ehu na mifomu o my Ghana say Hanan former NAFCO boss watch no mama the bail conditions den wole ne yire kwa ba 100 million bail condition or try ya mutimi satisfy or damu chei afede mo se asem no asem na atare na be ya announce do abonti dwale no mu no afedi ya discharge Hanan e wo ho itasan yetwam a mwasa ache no asama ne new charges na first charges with the board no na mo ankasa mo gina mutumi so na mo freezing the access the bank first bank account sai na mo gina so gina freezing the bank account no saa asem no mo twem mo se ni court biem edibacho se ese ma yesei ene ya gye me pen atolo ma asem yesi me yesi o se asem ko de to so no eni ho biem me pen mo da so gye se de me pen ma me esa compensate me ko se mo bu ade na mo yi pade a afi Hanan akwaji court document watwa krata akwa court say ne ho dodo no enti mo ma le kwan no won hospital e wo UK the doctor bi ho ko hwe na ba okona doctor na hwe no eso man is about 12 days less than 2 weeks court are granting say won tu kwan ko wo fa passport man no won ko UK embra within 12 days Hanan akra na busafo nyina wo kwa aba odu airport wa na President Muhammad through Attorney General one ya kwatse the airport no masada publication ba say Hanan Daniel from Ghana mu ya che no few minutes later deputy Attorney General Justice Ramsay na wa beto say na Hanan the bank accounts no na opeso kwa clear secure go mu we use back door kwa clear secure go mu na wodi dwane records ben the work Ghana court documents ben the chese Hanan the bank accounts be ya freezy court document be any ho and Hanan lawyer abekara boate say krache wo boa Hanan nya attempt bia say wo koyi sika bia free na accounts na mposo ya attempt kwampa wo ho kwan say wo ya attempt koyi sika because court bia enfatable ento na accounts bia so let's say name court grant obi that permission say obetra kwa manone aba na wo kọ na mfa kontra sitimi kwa channel airports ama me no kase wodam weekend di lord go fedam ko so mo ko hwe no mo bia say ho tesanya bna forecast e ka che mo say weekend ye man lawyer ensra wo bia wo bna custody minti bi da Ghana document be na kire say obi will be a nice salsa. The lawyer ain't me no over the weekend. I asked him say be if I got that Sabidiako, you didn't come. That's why I'm not so abba. That's why I'm ready. When the meeting in Kadura, the Mikasa showing to me. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, I could was my mom. Why, mom? Why, mom? I am mom. And I'm family, no, she said, meeting the woman. Okay. I'm should be seen.
I pense NDC bar will be in Juman Nketenkete. My person branch executive na di omo beji. Say Nkokor na person share poultry farm ketwe bi ni amao akoko buo no ni ton Nkokor na amao ni amao eduane a wo de beto eduane sika a wo de beto eduane ama Nkokor no. Enti Nkokor no tun koso na no aton nwenye sika. Omo jai ton so no aton Nkokor no nwenye sika.
Okay, 18 President Mahama and Okasano. That is his vision. It's a very vision dia any that's a very but you know for them to mama na that's a be ya no that or that I will preko. Me must screenshot be e won go Nketenkete no by small one be fatoso. Na boss we are na that's a be den ko no start here or they no so aka ho preko because asem dia bono say any okay it what a high feed cost forced us to eat Nketenkete chicks after they matured beneficiary and our worker. High feed cost forced us to eat Nketenkete chicks after they matured. It no e Ghana web we shall be take Ghana ko hwe. But me that's be ye kwai.
We no ye nyanya me asese ne. Yetumi aba ha. Ne de nase. Ni me mo ajin kakra de ba. Say it me anantia na se atuma fa ka bedu haji ne yasada na de be Nyankopon e be da ya hwefo nyina so ase ya kye obi bia hwe ona bo club and kings na no pen e mo achi so nkokwan so kra sister Victoria Dom ko US ya kye engineer Jonas Ajiman ono de Gambia ya kye no kye na ma mefuwa o adako jachi nyina ya kye ma ne woni hwe nyina obi a ya kye Ghana, the way I make on. so ye NDC ni a eso o ma yem hwehwew eso ma yem hwehwew ba SNPP ni India me ka say MPP for the so ma hu mo gina be say aba no ba wakra be chwa tum near the bay condition bi a say bonsam kra dwumu ko na ye oya Georgia on castle bi entua ye dia bow it when you move me say on one this nyam we wabo an hu no nam omo say wa ya chichide osuna da ka nam na one this you dey wonu dey be ba to next administration be ba no and this why and this ni achi obi na akwetena social media so kwetwa nsem hu na na wo yem mobo na ho yem sire and na why me say o me dey mini aban cause jama ma ba yi wona wa chi wo mo no wa chi ni pa e ko be 50 a wo mo nya ban mu TikTok so ni pa nkasa ya na wa ma aprosifo ni akoso anu ni de naba obi kwatwe bibia no ama aprosifo no ma akoso anu no de naba enti won susu wo ya NDC ni a hu se woni MPP fo na ti be bia tie enye ya NDC wa ba mu dia wo ye obi ehunu enti sabanse sayeba na obi nso se sembe mo katem se betwuku obi bo wo pia wusu ngo bako ahuyim na kwasia ana wasiya dimi yonko na yenime NDC aye political party a constitution of the adwuma but President Mahama term we die constitution ni o man no mra no o mo fa anya adwuma die o mo pe no mo ye fiso bu susu se tumi o wiase nyina de ama wo no mo tie ye ba godo me person di ka bi so question back Ghana Blasters. Amore.
Aw o president Blasters.
Yentin fi ho. So President Mahama say. Na na ku fo do mamu ofunti. Blasters o ntimi shegu. Omo ko ba bia na ya hye wo mo na o ma ba. Say ko ombo how many matches? 4.
Ombo 4. Gidi we me so that's where ko fa ba to di bi ta ye ho adwuma.
Omo she ombo 4 matches.
Say Gido wunya Sam and Semda no ke kanibi the person Hama no ankasa eka ene Sam George so de eka ye na mpacho na waba maye why
President Mahama eka na Sam George no so a why sakoda ya hye tatwo no no so de ne de na mfa say Blasters na are useless to say akufu adu amamuo Ghana ade ba kwa kare nyina ebo mpa football enso we say NDC ba power bia na ma politicize football enti say ye ba ball akuma kura nke say ye nya de tap team na chinu ye nya because NDC for the year politics say ye ni ba ye na ya ade ena mfa hin kosi hin say your first match she one goal Panama your second match ya nshogo Derby. Your third match, you share one goal. Your fourth match, you share goal. Take about 4 matches. And you share 2 goals. And I want to say, you must say 2 shooty areas. And the cause 90 minus 1 plus 1. And the President Mahama say, Nani, we are somewhere. Uncle, you will be a failure when any sua. And Cabana and Quapagana for you. Some who be on the Kitaya no fan chemi. Blaster what the politics can do say oba the Blasters around local based players. I'm going to make a player back up. Anna or local base. Benjamin Asari Asa. Nipa 25 is a 26 I don't call him back up. Obi also be building team around Ghana from 19 Bobo here Kotoko has how ni yenyebi ana yakọ na yakọje en guase ye ne yaba ana babo ye kabubro suso ana oditi ha next time de bia ya ne ka President Mahama ni pa bia nim one ya no mo ye say we ye
almost communication expert.
Communication expert.
Oh,
you mean when you use this term now say word man. Me communication expert here. Nekasa anya say President Mahama Sada. Because okasa you tnas na utie some okawia. Na obusa am say papa ade. Nti asem ansa no be na no aka asem no. Ono na ade say me ko carry. And I said, you know, that's not a peer feeling and no abana. Communication is pretty dear.
You see, we are course beer. Near no chess, we respect. What I say?
Course now, communication just we respect.
Well, Jomama, yeah. History, I say history in the first degree. University of Ghana. We will no quite. Postgraduate diploma. Ewo communication. But I don't know that
my expert.
And
that's what I said. We say we expert.
Beyond that, no, you share the field of work. Say after so we school.
Good.
Hey, fana. Person Hama year Juma as a communication person. Okay. It's Japan embassy.
Yeah.
A whole year Juma.
Okay.
No year Japan embassy or protocol department. On.
And no communication department.
There be it's now as a protocol officer. And one name one a service and the mayor bantam but at least a can be where you be our communication. You be say Dr. Amposa Bidiako. Ya Moma communication na kwa Ghana Standards Authority several years or what they call retirement to almost communication experts. What you see now ready me baby crop or year Juma. Say you say no one the public relations officer and I say me me at least my year Juma ewo Pan African Writers Association as deputy public relations officer for about 4 years.
Good.
My year Juma I was state housing company as public relations officer for 8 years.
And you the crowd the respect no so.
What you see?
How the
and communication
and so.
But me I can't still call myself as communication expert.
It is that time no move the crow on the church fan no munjai emwa.
Okasa ne kasa nye
okasa bia baka wie no. What na say was something pen pa na kasa sai. Na wo kra ho. Oh, etino enkoma ye die no. Emma etule bia Ghana die di nipa nyina football di nipa bibri camp ke boom. But we said ensema President Mahama ekeka ye na bibi ncha wo say we Ghana ni kroba support to
blasters because blasters enya issue so many years since 1982 ya J Cup ya yi bibie even though yakwa finals ni bi dia ba yakwa bia ni rusu ya yi bibie na President Mahama wa ba be President Mahama wo be president asana na na kufa be president.
And for time say African Cup.
What time ya African Cup? What time blaster Cup ben ya J. And so no what say after the blasters go and now this is not blaster almost time very time whenever necessary say come say goal almost say at one time no 8 years no Cup ben blasters J. Tell you don't make reckless statement and then see that is why I know. And last week Tuesday I said ye can want some one minute more actually ye ne England match no tournament ya kwa ye see tournament ye ko se go na ye dey come the mentality ye ko defend ye yade and ye ne Gideon pacho menya media amount President Mahama no amu me ba yes President Mahama no amu. Yes, ne dey back on na abante na ya se tachu no so no one so some nati George one so edie wa hazen fa Sam George dey twaetum e wo hono ne yenko why
patriotism is standing up for your country and speaking the truth even when it is not popular. And that's what I did. I showed I'm a patriot by saying that look, the Black Stars as we have now, yes, you will lose because the team you have is incompetent. The team you have is reflective of the government that we have. Incompetent.
How does a team reflect a government?
Okay, let me show you.
Football
you have a coach that is technically bankrupt, President Akufo-Addo. You have a captain who is gone past his prime. Osafoma for Prime Minister. You have a general captain or a general captain who is more of a Jama leader, Bawumia. Patriotism is standing up for your country and speaking the truth even when it is not popular. And that's what I did. I showed I'm a patriot by saying that, look, the Black Stars as we have now, yes, you will lose because the team you have is incompetent. The team you have is reflective of the government that we have. Incompetent.
How does a team reflect a government?
Okay, let me show you.
Football players.
You have a coach that is technically bankrupt, President Akufo-Addo. You have a captain who is gone past his prime, Osafoma for Prime Minister. You have a general captain or a general captain who is more of a Jama leader, Bawumia. Patriotism is standing up for your country and speaking the truth even when it is not popular. And that's what I did. I showed I'm a patriot.
The way President Mahama Nemo Babalo position, there was like a far Blasters when they say Blasters they've always managed to score when they batted boost. It's more time now you're president. Time ben the matter most almost say I want to come by.
So say I'm going to say nothing is working.
Yeah,
under his presidency.
Yes,
because there are two Blasters in there and the DPF say nothing is working.
Yes,
President Mahama and then when you're Ghanaian, you about Papa Bano, also no Majaka. About Papa Ba, and then come you. If we say, I'm not forced to say about Papa Ba. Well, we was saying, Nemis, you said, Obesudia Bapa. Say, I was starting to move. I'll daddy Loom. Not Ghana for you said, no Mahama Bobra Pebiama or Mino as one faso. Sako Hibrana no Bebo. Or maybe the Pepebia more minor. And what can you say? And some judges say the thing is a reflective of government.
Yes.
Meaning say Blasters or more about time bono. Some more time no answer na Mahama so ebu no Ghana.
We mu de kopa.
Blasters bought and time no kobo no abrochire ba ye no. Some more time no answer na Mahama so ebu no ha.
Yeah.
Enti di bia nkoso wo man no mu na niema aseye. Na nka bibi kwaso a. Say Mahama ase wo Bradi nyame. William Kwako to train ya Ghana for. Ah, obi ehura na nani age. Kota biblia ya nia. Na wakoto titebu wei. Rock of Ages. Train and Agyapong. Na NDC for bi o mani nwasem. Say ai, ye ni beswa ni ma ye nka say ni be fenipa. Enye ma be na won Ghana ado beswa. Say, me say obi si ye di befa and containers are called inland port. And besides inland port no we
Who says how many goals?
No two. You Croatia say she one.
I say you say two alone. No, because say one. But
you say Panama one, and you say Croatia so one.
Panama is only 1-0.
1-0.
And Croatia say 2-1. And he say 2 goals.
Well, Asem ana hwan from the number last one. Say Colombia. So we say one. Inti omo say you say 3 goals. And you say 2 nti they can be fie. They can go ba kwa sa be fie. Ana omo say and you be 5 goals akọ inland port. Every time I call Bankra no, you train kwa da ho. Every time I call Bankra bi che be train kwa ne da. You be train be fa so e containers akogu ho no. Na port nko ya wi tese say woman say ai ye nyanka say be fenipa na be fa containers na akọ inland port ana bisa say na inland port na we
inland port je hino muka Bankra it be free in Pakadan and I said tema na afa hin fa na
eko na we be say train kwa be no be fa so say sky train mi
sata dasebe me ko kumasi me sanfa o se na da wo busa me bibi se kwan na mo ya na o so refi from Asqa ho e go fa Georgia hotel
ekosi
Santasi na about
yeah
e fa bengu ko e ko Santasi ankasa e kwan no mo ya yu
ama tutu nkrofo da
last year na just before Georgia hotel ho na the first one man say this is show ho aha na omututum di abogu mu ni ade me fast way ade ma wo so ma ya ade pa ne say enua wo nyina o ma twa adia se se o ma ya adia ne se enua efi asokwa ho
ya be fa de kama
ebe fa TUC junction ebe dru sadas run about no fa benkum akodru kwa na so ho
Kwara state
dabi kwa na so ketwa ya ko sadas
odi no kwa da so
odi no enua no mo twere nyina egu enua no
enua ne sisi o kama
left and right you trade on left and right ade mo so mo yo kwan no eso aro no se na hwe
untu hu a wonti ase
ene nkofo ene yetutu o mu tutu mo awu ya yetu
mo ya fara sasa
sadu jam de mehu no eti dase be amamo foni wo mo
amamo radio
amamo tan pa ni ene o mu de say yakọ world cup di akotu yiri ni ya na jese metu
e ka go ba ko ne bae e ka
na randiabe eye koko board siwo wodi koko akuafo ka about 5 billion Ghana cedis
only the kwa be fa so nyesket
last weekend ya no matua less than 3 billion mo da beto for pesi botua akuafo ka na 2.something billion aka
no onu
ati bi no gotua
so omo ka se te se adwumefo ayi busu akatua o mutua busu nye sam so di aka yentua no koko akuafo sika de mo ye de na betua o wodi ye ka mahama
woye odi ka odi ka e ka de odi bi
and this animal na omo ye no e ha dwen na dia madwo mahama enipa betima ka se wa bomb pa ni se
obi se can't is la brother is la patrick Steve Mantel to court for me no go pa pa of an court e am pa
because papa no work set se be bodam papa be be onya nyama duo ni unsku a wakoi work set se be akoda ketwa.
Okay, next one now say
Mr. President Mahama the money packers wa bomb pa me on the first time panini bi pa my politician catch him say President Mahama no kosku no wa bomb papa
sa
na Ghana for ni ntia obi so kosku no wa bomb ankasa enti nyama nwa say oba abamu wa bomb obi a obedi ade enfie na anfa wa hunso ena Ghana for ma okoti fie nwotwe enti ngai obi a anka wo bomb fie na akadie anka wasua bibi pass ono ti fie wanka wo ka go anka se fie wasua die enti ode ba ase we obi akotwe oya sisa nwoti nyaso koye correction wa say ti correction no sa pepe na do Mahama tie asisa se di man no woti the teacher mark here you also correction nso a wasati ya to say amambo no de woni mu hwie o oni mu hwie no an say ya mpe power na wanya power enti du wa en ye say de say din ketia kan no e say kum ni fakra na anya di wini power ye bekum en omo ye wie nso a omo ba power na enu me abesensen o man ko mu na fe Ghana fo hurama no na ya na msiri se mo kwaji bonsam tumi odi be power wia na ma kwaja akwa imo ni mobomobo asese fita sam kode nyame ase nyame de we nyame bia ho tese ya sempen voice of an bo awon twintem na nka kane no a sa da na no mugina ho eye only Jesus can save no ka apra na paisi wo timako mako because yet ya na so fu be ka che mo se mo ma wo mukum anantwe 32 ade hihia hyefom na mo wie mo nkoda mo nkobo dwa so mo nkoda bonsam na mo kodi no
and 32 na homachi na me hwe video no was I repeat
was what dey yes say din katia so omra no mo challenge no
obo ogun kusukwa so di for say also for ma mecha
na 32 mo wie a mo se mo koda nyame ase akoye only Jesus can save mo kum na ntwe na mo say Jesus ho
that's a quick one enra I think say Saturday they started by say MPP communications director Ura Richard Ahyagba actual krata ese MPP communicated bia ma se netu ana se advanced media for to almost afre wa ma ema
okay
ayan draw bia the one more Ura Richard Ahyagba communications director for the New Patriotic Party actual ana waka na no say second city media na True TV ana Oman FM ana Ash FM ana Naprodu eto no safre wa ma enko babia ni ho waka ne saa won Troy ena won kan enso so no enkofo atwokrata saa dia ma no edene saa hyase
wow
eti bacho mamenka enso so biom se e wonde ene Monday se ha na wutie no movement television so se won kan babia saa uye MPP ni na se Kensington media eto mo safre se bra na meno medi enkomo a
o time akọ
o bre nko adia e wo se wokọ na kodi enkomo party ni nka se mu bia enko oh na enkofo de sadi apa just to fuel enemy bia ekoso na we kwa podo internal and external for na aka bu mu ne man what you say internal for ni become e ma ka bu ma se da esa ne man ekoso it bibia sa eni ho no
very good
Hanan de no Hanan Mochi Hanan. And I tell the general a bear press conference or press conference.
Born a senior.
Born a senior at Diaka and see a press here in Akoto. Diaka. And I was freezing in Yama. In fact, not dying be partner a dual of the region. Now Yoko Fako dying and the investigation. And the Yako Choco spray dying and the investigation. This property is under investigation. Minimum be cry if you be begin for
the investigation until Cotreta.
Mugu ni masi. At 13 what that sells more than 2 months. Was satisfied with conditions. I feel some ya started ya started dia oh. You better say one day okoya. You say Hanan I feel the gyno. I said the trim. Ye twemwa mosmasa ache no e the new charges abono new charges you will face come no problem and was said hunam dodo no entin ya o doctor bi o UK ya o ta call no court money permission because already agene ne fancy the passport and a court this so enye hwe mama wo kwan ko na ko hwe ho yare now I first 12 days ko ko hwe ho yare na san bra wo ba asem no ye beto aso what joy kind of busa for say walk aba what drew airport na mama so pay security operatives akwatse no sesenya na just some side about bonting say Hanan ewo bank account ya freezing enunti no sa bank account no ya freezing no wa fa kuntina sibi ekwa isika ni wum e di atwakwan enintin yache
na saba airport ho na abukotire no abukotire nso nyina banka na
beda busa
eni ba tunu kwai wosu so ko yiska je dwane anyama bi o ha chese gono unti ase o aban no bat ni nyana chese aban no husu onse na na do ba foforo no na manfo hwani mu se ankoba ti trend NDC for pa
ai
but ono yese o bu man o
ai
oba bu man ebere so say ye obi be kokoto a emra na ade ne be ko ento ni nyani sinamamuo na wo bo no so sabe wa shega na fo bo se wa di free SHS bi ba aso ye ho adwuma magana fo nya so mfaso wa hye bo so be ye one day sit one factory nti se ono ho na odi na ni hwe na wo ye magana fo nya so mfaso wa hye bo so be to ambulance magana fo enti se odi na na sinani so obi a woni buta papa bi sinani so no ana wo endoje nyinsa anya mabasa wi because se wo awuni madwuma esi woni so se hwe Ghana fo ahoche ye wo mu se so be solve a problem a unye wi
but that's a bit and Swadi will award the next MPP government. Yeah, led by Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Nyami adma 2029 and Swadi will know a brofokasa or say you can walk and chew gum. A two-pronged attack. Ye be koso aye nema be boama tibamufono e ho ato ni abade yesa koso the same ahoden na e be sa dia chi NDC fla omo so ay boni be it is say two-pronged attack
omo na chere
that's just attack and the BSA
I say quarter premier
and the base the area
alert it we are becho
and the area ba ya ma bibia entwe ya focus on be ko ni at the same time
say what chere enti ebe ni sa na hwe ensuyiri a omo se ebitumi kase ena MPP fo ba mo anyere ena fa nko se me pese nne ennei obi a wo hwe ye aka kire yen se na na do time ye hunsuyiri a eyi Mahama time so half obi nkam yentie sa Garrett sika sɛm a yɛka amanfo yɛ sɛ ɛna mfa no kɔsi yi World Bank no nyam na to no ɔmo sɔre sɛ mo magi sika nkɔyɛ mo krom yi o dabi aban no na ka sɛ enso tɔ a ehiri yɛn ndi epemwa na yɛ de atete gatam ni atete sɛ yɛ nyema abɛboa yɛ enso tɔ ebenya ba bi afa ɛna mo prince so mi sika no mayi enti de ni kai no aban no ana dwene Ghana fo ho adwene Greater Accra region no ho sɛ lowland enti nso tɔ ni yire no enche enti enye ho bibi ɛne mfie nwatwe obi ani ebedi adanse obi ebedi ho adanse sɛ yɛ hu ni yɛ hu afi ne fanyo mfie nwatwe yɛ hu enso president Mahama kɔgyina baabi kɔkae sɛ ɔmakɔgye sika na di ɛne nso atɔ ama afa school ni baako nyɛ sɛ bi akora no sɛbi ne hu hia ebi ankɔbɛ yɛ nipa titire bi wɔ Ghana me yɛ nyina nso mfa so ɛso nipa baako John Mahama kɔgyina baabi ɛde kɔtwa mpoa ɛde kɔbɔ akutia ɛde kɔdi atam sɛ ɔmakɔgye sika no ɛna ɔmabɛkyɛ adi ɛna nsuo tɔ kakra bi a na yira fɔman no ɛnso wo ɔbaa yɛyi wo a wo na wo seɛ sɛ watwa sanitation ministry mu na wo de akɔhyɛ local government ase enti wo mo sika mo de asiesie kuro no ama kuro na yɛyi no ɔbaa yɛni mfie mienu enipa over 30 ɛne nsu atɔ dako ama ɔmawu agyapade asɛn yɛntumi nkwantify nsesei deɛ ma wɔ ho ba akobra ya mihwa na ma wɔ nkrofo ka na no yɛtwi bi nyam sɛ yɛ mi ka keto na ka yɛ sɛ sɛ nkemawu nka nkrofo bi wɔ hin bi obi a obi yɛ ni bia no a wɔde kɔba no no ɛnso yi kyɛ sɛ condemn John Mahama wo ba yɛ na yɛ hu ni enti ani ti sɛ mo de na nado amamu tutu John Mahama ho obi a bɛtena se de na nado amamu bɛtutu John Mahama ho na nyansa wo fam am je me nka nto sabi obi a wo bɛtena se na de na nado amamu obebu ni Ghana ɛtutu John Mahama de no nyansa wo fam papa because who papa wouldn't mean differentiate papa from Bonnet. John Mahama oba emfaso ben pa no man we yenya as a nation say John Mahama ni hihye pa odi ba ye say ni yenya de aya ni say sika no on spend it na wo yes dollar ko form inflation wo form na nipa 80 so e wo marry me John Mahama timi ya no enti Garrett sika na da hokura no a oba ye anka ni papa mu a obi akwaji sika na ba oba nya no say sika no odi mo de ayadwuma no what is sika no ba inflation be cost nti sika no wo na ensuo nto na enyi mfa nipa ne nipa wu na japade ensai na de wo de wo wadwo ho enfa no ho onfa je say won fa ho ba kun ye koso wo Ghana no onfa ho ba kun helicopter kofi ase e kwatifi ye no mo hu de wo ye helicopter kwatifi da no 6th of August I said o se de we ho ya president Mahama no aye eni po over 30 wu ye ejapade pempema kuma seye no mo president Mahama no ye no odi asa am fa no ho am fa no ho endi se oti Ghana na odi se onya president bi a wadwiri Ghana ho a o mobo udde na me no abompa ye se wrade mo ye ho ban na o ka se o president bi a o be bi dia ma ho atodi a
ma me hwe honorable Francis Asenso Boachi na wo ye works and housing minister and osababe rules minister na wo de efri aban Ocho krate bi over the weekend. Ma me kan to be magana for inti. Was it by the time the Akufo-Addo administration left office, performance-based dredging of the Odo River had commenced. Achimota Abofu drain construction had been awarded and site handed over. South Kaneshi drain construction had been awarded and work commenced. Dr. Buzia highway drain contract had been signed and site handed over. Nima Paloma Odona drain improvement works had been awarded. Atomic East land protection had been completed. The Accra flood early warning system had been procured, installed, and was ready to operationalize. Okay. Designs for the Atomic East and West detention ponds the single most important intervention to reduce downstream flooding had been completed and procurement was ready to commence. Today, the picture is very different. According to both the World Bank and the current project status, the Odo dredging and Achimota Abofu drain works have slowed because contractors have not been paid. Abrasikani go home. The hole, scanning the bank, you know. Abrasikani go home. Move from my contractors. Ewahefa. Or say Odo dredging and Achimota Abofu drain works have slowed because contractors it will be a Odo river no any Achimota Abofu drain no wuwu and na wajapa de bia ehwe no kobusa abanji sika no waso na contractor enya sika na e de egu ose enya adwuma no and this for buy omanye was say the atomic the Busia Highway drain project is on hold. The Nima Paloma Odona drain project has stalled after the contractor abandoned the site. The Atomic East and West detention ponds, despite completed designs, have seen no progress, while other critical interventions, including the Dome Bridge and Alajo drain improvements, remain stalled. Just say, we read last paragraph was at a time when lives continue to be lost to flooding. The priority should not be political rhetoric, but the urgent completion of the critical flood control projects that were initiated under the MPP. Every rainy season lost to delays places more Ghanaian lives and property at risk. What's it? Any abasi delays? Mko jumani keke.
Ajumani niya. Na jumani monye. Ana mo tu mfa ho. Ajumani wankasa. Na nuya. Okwa akache mse mentina hana kwan munye ya maanya aboko mani su.
Ene na wotwe.
Ene na wotwe. Nju hapa fe minya kwa mesal. Ba ntimi nsai ntimi ga makodu no mesai nsai. Na wo hwepa la dwopa se je suasie yida fa ho. Na nkofo ka tete nsuani. Na otum se omaga na ya semembo. Na sika ne da ho. Mon fa sika ne nya dwuma mo se mon fa sika ne nye because mo pese ya ka se dollar ba fom. Ya ka se inflation ba fom. Na dollar ba fom ni inflation ba fom. Na ni pay wu. Oh. Na mi ni mobo.
Na so to ye. Na se ba bi bebre yiri ye no. Accra Digital Center. Wo almost a circle hall.
Se kwa omatum.
Okay.
So kwa omnyina nkofi ansa.
Na the CEO hono Jifagunu watch krata so waseda enso na aye na MPP for bebre da so eye adwuma MPP time omo fa Kofifu Sumo and se Kofifu so starting hono e Kofifu Sumo starting e fa omo adwuma mu no o ma target so omo ni na di etibe baye omo category wo de wakacho mu se omo nkwatena fie na omo assess enso ni impact ni ade enti no virtually see you be ready now what the sakrata ne baye no ene kofo condemn on social media ene we die some George say wono ya jije so amena sen ene we die say ya jije tachu we die taka say ade pan wo kan ene ka cheji fa gunu say sa you know under his department a department under his ministry and was it had ya o mon reverse sa order na and directive na agunu di aba no some do the kind what truck attack ko say what reverse na obi anko na dwuma say the netie ayentokwa
you see
say ko fa ho ayi o mati
no god
na some do jump and na ebusi mu ache na ka em ya say the road ni ha no pen ne ma me jifa o prefer ne ma me jifa go machine abetra de bi wo Facebook say isiti ko fo twabo jifa gu say we take this decision na the minister abe school di no afedi jifa gu machine abetra de okata e wo Facebook say kafra
ni ya jifa no kafra
ni wo so ya de kokko ka say me name sick wo say kafra kafra ko fu owunu so kafra me doba so mani na obeba ma me ho ana me amemra wo ho
hwe
nego for so ho enipa take such a reckless decision ama no minister I reprimand no
minister ya ba ko ya bona ba so a
ya Ojakopo be so president na aka ne boni be bi di agu
na de won so betwe ni
so when this for
NDC just
okay
na last my rain
go back to
interior ministry and send bank Nketenkete
okay we na message ni bi interior minister message no
se me pay out so na message kan ko hu ni
and o ma bra bi that's a ben wo ya homati which means according to interior ministry you know we did in the
kan Ghana for
hey it be ba na ye chicha me bi eja me do send the administrative was a greater Accra moderate rain likely Monday July 6th 4 to 7 a.m. 40% chance low lying areas may flood avoid flooded roads stay alert before fancy
me kan na me gufu ba
adai adiketu we
me kan de na me gufu ba na interior ministry we dey be musan yen se metuofo na sa anyima we yem adwuma enten kan bi sasa na metuofo na ne mo tena se ka kire me se nso beto no pe yana enti ni fifie ntem se be amete no tu ni ntimi horo me kada
na ye se jeshi
because horo kana
e be sa ya tete
o be sa ya ko wura tete bi ma sa
ya why dey
eso be na ba na se ne de me pepa ho kakra ntimi me di besi bo nsumo na o mo horo ma me na me kenkan ya sa na bo be 5 am se bia e be o se 4 to 7
enti nya ne ntem
na jami nko hye madwuma na bibia ni se aba no nwotwe apa ho si madu nso
ai
se o mani magu ase
eso na tia na
antompo nati ayi asofo am ko hye nko blasters mo mani magu ase awu na first na me ye me mare na me ye ayi for ready obi be ready ah 1 2 na ye ho announcement sister bi wa so mu da ko ha ko so say enye di hiani ye na di hiani ya odi ya ma for break je say o sari e go for the na da bi ye ho announcement no interior ministry ye di hiani we yo woni ensuo no di kai ha wo mu no e di na mo ya fa wo hu ena mi bei chese bola bi ya egu aladu ha no
sa
minimo bola pa ultra police training school ho na usani aba over for capras ho no me se bola su ho no bu capras bola su ho no enya asem ketua ene dia mo nyama abi se mo kosesa ne de yare beba die yem fe nyamo akura ehia ana mo bonu dudo enipa akwa nyehia mu yehu mu abi abande bo awo no na otwi o ensuye ba na otwi menti say ahadi abadi we relieve items we kwa no I'm from ana nipa ni atutu aka wo mu nsem
Dr. Baumia ana weekend o ma orabuko Samia Wuku de ne ma ekọ ya omo echema nkofo maame na yakoye se mpoje by election sa election bi ekọ basa bi no ewo ablekuma no ana mo atis wonwa ekofo a na omo eurabna oben yes one yes adi
ase no chichedi bi uchedi ekura bob hey
that's the way
omo chiche bob na mtwa ase wo se me se bob na mo fan pere
omo chiche light bulbs
enso tu nipa no won tini fi okwa watu ho ama na namfu bi na ama baby apere o ko che na dia bob
ya body so munyi na mra magine ma
bob mienu na yama no in fact NDC pa o mi ni pa boni fu
obi a ni fie nsu afa no
fie ni nyina na japade nyina sei
ya
man bibi no fa twitwa no kakra bob
ya
na mo do atino kra mo wantu no madum no
ya
mo sa akoma bob
ya ai te grab na obi asa hwan bob eno wo checheye abra ensuo di ensuo di me mattress ko me mempa ko me dan ya tutu so me ni ba bi da wo se me magi bob no na me nya ndai eti me bob be shama sum na aso eso ana me blanket am da kata me ho I don't get it ye fanya dan
me twa se bi so na bob no me so mo fa nko ye dan
eti ye no eye insensitivity ana say nimdie na eni ho
nimdie na eni ho
sa
omu eni scale of preference say was scale of preference adibia anu mi say mi hia we but dey na mi hia na imprem pa anu no omu ni
na ye
na ko abukura de anu ni
ye kase that in fact yes se ma obi ensu afa no won lusu de ne nyina yes se ma wo hia wo keka ne ma ne 1 2 up to 20 bob nim enka ho bob
o de be obi ensu afa no atu na free ni fi
what bob ba hu gari na adi
ana wo de be ye dan
ana wo de be try abelema me ntiase
ye wo bi ho di sika dada mu me sika ensu di sika no kro ensu di sika no ko wo se baje bob
ensu di mi go mi fe odo ma mi oyi
na for pa di aba ya turu na no 2024 yi die sisi esa akoto sa aba we bi o wi ase a ahwe Nyankopon de ode be ye no
eti ena e wo hono nti sea horse for that's what we try for me say bia na
mam sea horse
je u de gine yi bi na odi ama me we what if from keke just na be for
what if for the time say me fa sea horse no and say car boy e din the start and now koto engineer wow to me say yes if you get dum obato engineer wie pa no ahwe yes car odi be kwa akoma fita for say omfa engine kran sika no ma no wunya nenu nti na sea horse womo adi engine oyi bia ba ese kan mo bia ati se car no oyi na wodi gu engine mu no eno na eboa no ana ema car no awuntam engine na awuntam na sea horse a company bia ye Ghana ha ya no mo
that's where the fashion pattern ma me kwa homa so quickly na menti inform na NPP communications director ura Richard Ahagba e wa homa no so ne TV fro kitua bi director patro ma che mu akwaba na etese wotemenka
etonka pa me a
ye dase na radio enu achi na I think Saturday na mehu ana mehu bibi sa say krata bi na wonsa na hyase honestly this be wa woni na ho mehu krata na me say Richard Ahagba me nim no in fact ye di tuo se ne konkon pa de won tro but na bi muso agi adi e che na mehu se wa be tro se wa hu sa de bi na enye no kre mba cho etese
no say mame entia etiefo nyina MPP fo nyina ayeti na minister kase leta ya wo kan wasabi MPP encourage na biasa ya ntra baby anjene ho se aso yentro bibisa anase ne city media kura no yenye adwuma na se yenyahi bibiasa ankoso enti na surprise pa mame me so me hu me said ya also hu no a say o sakrata ya betudwa MPP say ma ene Ken City for eniga enya no correct signature crash as enya me signature no enti because Nkokor bi na akoshe dem baby as Nkokor no enya den say ambe NDC for because now we Ghana to June 29th in so year abai any o hawa ediaba nipa etete epe emboa ase aban to me call mboa no ehunu dia aban ne ye enti se no dia yenfa we mbehwim na yen divert attention and feed the incompetence of the aban in handling this crisis before the flood no na mo ase omutu a omantu concerning Ghana Meteorological Agency for advice from the buyers making sure so we prepare na flood ebeba and as ensure better this year no ebe kesepa na prepare metropolitan municipal district assemblies no twana mo na disilty storm drains repair na making sure say enforce standards ensure say amount for encosi dying waterways in the area no anye ho 4 months advisory ba manya ho hwe na ban no so project MPP start here garage project boa me making sure say greater Accra resilience in terms of drainage system na so to anso yere bebre da ya test ya be si ano no so project MPP start here anso yakoi NDC for enam say omo pese ya friend say ya ka say omo ye fiscally disciplined nipa nkwa se omo bo ho ba no omo aye nti enamba no so no sa project sika wo say omo tumi ye ntentam na disburse no omo aye ama contractors IPC so bo ye nyina kemu omo ntua na no nti no edwuma no omo ja edwuma no ye eno eka ho na ma sa floody ababa ya dia haga na fo bibiri enti se nim dia ba ya fa ho dia NDC abai ni NDC ebi dia be afa ho dia and the yamfa ken asem nkwohwemu yamfa ento say NDP for the ken enya manso bia ya atwi na no na atwa manfo adwene efi o my incompetence no so e dia kwakwesi NDP for so nti sa we na wo hwa ye dia omo akotro sankata ye omo nyina so a omo de behwemu but as for yen NDP there yen tro sankata we bia for any reason some enko city media
we enti eye pass with the babeto abonte and I make can say me say me hu ye no ma nya madwe say me kohwe signature because unless na minimu there's no way I did beba wadwe me say o dwe se unye BBC and na party take decisions ha kwampa na wo ha I'm sure say about me will be oppose some of these things there enti no me buy na me hu am so we dey a fake but ya to actually but so far no to say flood system flooding na air cosway enrala to daba me akwa hu se wa ma through samia ukum edi le mani bi empo ekwa akoma victims in ebi aban preparation towards it and aftermath no kura mponi na no ye hu ni ye na homa chi na me hu se interior ministry for us the message da bre me say ezo beto eti ya avoid ekwan a aye flooded and I'm say quiet flood and wa here Francois any ho because so you pon so an pay and so far that say who say where the be better say be a force majeure na natural disaster but aftermath no it is
onya ye say hu hwe onya abai no say 300 million ena omode ba beboa enti wa director finance minister say on release some 300 million onya Ojino wa kwase so obisa na ye bebre number 1 sa 300 million no then wo jina so e release sa 300 million say no any ya fa koye gwejuma assessment be no maye say nyuma say nyuma intervention say abai ni ye na tumi boa amasa o how kesi etumi free ho na economic activity to me cyber back na omo ade ya ha omo tumi si omo da bo na so munyanja omo tumi ejina omo na so bobra assessment ben wa ye nti o 300 million to say oda sorry ya so de bi aye fa 300 million bi nkohwim na 300 million no enim assessment o baye 2 that 300 million no yen na mo de mabe because flooding we no enye nipa ankra kwa na omo properties omo lusu nipa businesses completely have been submerged nipa ewu and 300 million omo de koye dey one you the scope of loss I wo 2 the omo de 300 million koye no yenim 3 why and dey ni mo they disburses 300 million we. Is it works and housing? Is it committee or form or Jubilee House? Yebra a friend saying stand up with Edano. And now say Bakubi or Martin say almost say a friend say military officer be Edano. Say local government and a disperses scam. But what military officer say? Go on. Only Bibia say no a holding center be and Obia. Why should we be me say we baby danas say we be okohwa we benya relief items and also benya baby that temporarily will fix it situation and let nipa bebre as how you to bebre that hotel that's how hotel you omo dey onya wine na ebo hoka saa 300 million yɛ ɔmo so ɔmo de ba bɛyɛ sɛ adwuma ebi kɔma ɔmo ana ɛyɛ opposition rather ɛna support a waka ɛda no Kuzi ekusi vice president anamo ɛyɛ donations bi ɛna ɛyɛ akyiri yasa bɛyɛ saa donation wo de saa disaster post disaster crisis management ɛto hɔ sɛdeɛ NDC fo ɛna to kan yi wo de to hɔ na wo dwene wo ti mu sɛ nka ebi a NDC fo na wa ba mu 2020 ɛna Ghana nya COVID and the same and a Quebecono.
Okay, but what is
President Tempo addressing a may apart from say, Wakota aeroplane, helicopter, moi, won't travel the Atrey. Now, no Namu, not Ghana for a council, I say, our crane and Potemo. And he, a bayano, who the Omoye, and I am very disconcerting, say, Adiesi, now a deal we are, so you abbey. Not completely avoidable. So buying a hidden meteorological agency for directives and advisory now, and the flood and nobody to my party. So they are buying to me and to me stopping so say mentor. But preparation as a way. Ni advise I idea mouse to an amount way, to an amount way, to an amount way. If they call directive and advice on the man, not more. So, more imposition evacuation, no more advice on more low-lying areas, no more prepare. Early warning signals about the Bayano. Say, come you choose idea, could I put the video or and I said 34 years could we could not. And come who, sir, advice, no, I'm free. Sa a situation ni mo answer no po ato no yes I dey we na after the idea na be wi so no a se mutumi act in ways say amanfo ye hunu ya anye yeduma but abe dey ye be yire ye ho na ya bo ama o sawo na aba no ye be ma mo botumi dia normal obi a ho atom
so dey pacho fatami
enti abai we pa ye duma ama mo ba ya ko betumi ya bo kana.
That's a would say,
you know, but
I think
so. And the upper your how can also son come to me a bois Ghana for and also cry moon to me yet.
That can be ready at the Biaman, but it's automatic.
We talk about
Bachamedasi. Now, Phyllis Quacho for Sue, back as a month for about 3 days ago. Extra DB on the Facebook or not TA. Was it meet Brigadier General Foster or Kanye Bois? Director General, Joint Operations, Ghana Armed Forces. He has been tapped to lead an uncompromising, robust, and all-action flood mitigation exercise. TBMO, uncompromising, robust, and all-action flood mitigation exercise. At 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, he will address the public on the operations of his team and steps being taken to decisively protect Ghanaians from further flooding. For the new penny you didn't ban now when they might church all the superlatives in idea bono. Meanwhile, 9 months was also led by another military officer, Kendall. And I tell him say Agyapong and a flood is so that nipping in the air bay. What do you say? Yeah, a 7 coin and I say you mohu. I feel that Juman never be the accent and then a be done before to Guana.
Massa, and your cousin here. And yes, this emotion, whatever bad here, and your brofo over cat here. But the fellow is got in the Casa di Okanapa.
Chatterbox.
Or Casapa. Dear Pan Waka, I don't know Ghana for bit to be just to say okay and a Casaqua. Again, we know, and you think, now a stand-up committee, no, and on the no more.
Or when you
say, no, you go and no, and I say, no, bad day. And I was active for Fraka, who is Soja. Soja na a day. I didn't know I saw you. Why, yeah. All day, Nkokor crab is you are, and ye. It's the only way, no. And of Bobia, Massa. And this is for more, the Yapa. I know, and I'm democracy, Ubia, freedom, so bet to sue, no. And I might man I think, but think I a my man for who will pursue buying. Say suba we na wo NDC for so say omo de kasa de e no munim say e be kasa ama obo adwo na ene dia e say wo giri ho ansa ba kwakoto aba no e be ye wo so o area NDC for omo asema obo kana ene de ntima kwakoto aba no ato aba say dia mo ye no from 1992 ye to aba na enu omo to aba ma NDC de enu ye ho no tibia sa mo fa kwan paso e de entro e be se dipa emu ama manfo ato aba ma mo nkanye sa asema felisi kai ene anya fe na wo beka brofo ahye aka afa obi ho ejuma no a asema ye no ahase no mo aye sika asema de ba me de prepare say nsuo no kura embe ye sa ade we no mo aye ayire wi no na wo committee sandugbe committee wo ho works on how work and housing and sanitation wo ho and a local government musu wo ho omontumi anya hwe na omo wo ho the post crisis management no all time create committee for and the soldier atwano say onko ye dey and na since ya ka asem we be see no dey na ya tse wa ya omo a dey affect omo gu so omo usu
obi die was malam was saying the MC came around and he said the government can't support us, so we should pray to God. Maybe God will provide it for us. That is what the MC told us. And I've slept in my car for 3 years.
Emura no kura no ad rubbish no kura mpo no a clog e system no.
Omuntimintu.
Yenko yi. Yenko sisi nti enemo interior minister e ka choro se nsu beton. Se nsu no ba ko to fo mo a enta flood and be say ababiu.
Data I pay that's it the wiki be hwe na wa studio na ya ba bedi enkomo woni be for director of communications for the new patriotic party ura Richard Ahagba enene edi enkomo no na Felix Kwacho for so dia ba monte so say afedie muntintimai eye ba Yesu afinyakopon dia abonsamba asase so to kan o say asase for mumie what's in me? Also for the year, and that's as for you. It's a said year. One must see a dying waterways near the Adin. They say the moon you run helter skelter. Na savior, flat savior be ba, a jenkwabim or ba, so Jenny Penny. Other than Mubu Sujanisa, Mubaya the group of Penny Massy. Because Sujani the Kobay the Joe person you, as Mambas asked upon.
Se obu bua dan na se dan bi wo mahunu dan bi wo taifa baby
se anto
o man ko bu se dan no a ya NDC ni bi dia na esuo ni o na esi just esi gata no so pe na me duru am se ei as NDC pani wi pe dia
yanko
just to shake hands never
say he's doing a good job.
Wow.
Every am here the politics and I'm for Franco ya dey me tie me pe wasem e ho no nyame me strength e dey nyame dia man wo dey tie nsema wo ka Let's more Kenya no kre. And all the bad politics aspect, a flood there by me than a natural one. A human made you. Yeah, flood no.
Natural.
Interior ministers all cast him now in Pessimus. So is it do how Nasmo can pass 7 fast when I was ready. So if you go to a California in America, they're the richest country in so you find Asma okay. Yet any human made. Yes, said that.
Yeah.
Yes, said that. A man for kwa diske kwa distille ayi got them yenye nan wonder obet banya former president obeka cho na current president just obi abedi president obet na so nsuo nto chese nsuo so na eto na eku nipa yi
MPP amambo nti afimpo nsuo anto yie MPP amambo nti afimpo nsuo anto yie
ezu enti sa Ministry of Sanitation a omo ahwe so enfie wotwe I na nsuo kakra to omo koji sika wo World Bank se ombe yi gata numu chese omo mfanye hwe no NDC ba sa sanitation ministry no yebegu no ni asan dia call local government.
Okay abusia sa brantie ni din ene kwabena obibini berema na yakase obi atenase aye hwehwemu enye hwehunu wo bibi mu a esese ga banpo etimeto ne nsafre no na nenim die mapa ya waka boaboa no nka banhwe na wotimi gitum ede ya adwuma na wonya daage etena se ene Alexis ebo nkomo bebre no a na ehawa hodo a ye fam wo man Ghana mu ene ye hu ne pomasibre abrante nya daage kwan ya ka banhwe no watimi afaso a ebeboa na watimi ayi ye fremu fise NDC aban ba ye wabu ne niego niema bebre no so asa niema no nso so ene nka eba be yi free ahu hia ne ya hawo mu ne nso so ye no ne se na ambe ne ne ya to sa ne meni nyina sawram nti enya daage na ye ntie abrantie bibini na minim se na no nsi no na wankasa wo hunu sampa ye kase obi adwene mu do a abrantie na adwene mu dopa yentie ne interview no ne Alexis etenase eyeye no.
This is Kumasi. You most welcome.
Yeah, it's very, very calming. And right now, me free tech junction, around. So yeah, this is the garden city. Now you for you know.
Okay.
You know, and Messer said, "Yama, the name garden city no. It's a mrebium. It's a mrebium.
Okay.
First no na. Your book must be an garden city in Twaso.
Okay.
More. And there's a garden city Bafom. Okay. Let's say Brebium.
Say, best any
Brebium. And my Kumasi Badania Kra. Yama Kumasi New Kumasi.
No. Obia Pempuntu. And Accra is the capital. So can say my Yama Kumasi Medania Kra. Aren't you degrading us?
No. 2012.
Okay.
Na mojaje na minya show bi as a DJ minya show bi o NC Training College.
Okay.
Na me kodru NC no me nam kromu ha na me gina ye. Na me say e kanye say Ghana ba bia danin kran.
Okay. And is that not positive?
No, in krana danin no enye the positive way part of crime.
Okay.
Ghana ba bia danin crime for the negative reason.
How do you explain this?
If he choke gutters, you need to manage sanitation because enkra ye fear. Sabi kumasi ye fear. Takradi ye fear. To a large extent, you bet me excuse you and which is not necessary. Why? Because population, you know, eye kesia. I thought that it may jinsem.
Okay.
Inti enchi. Unu say nsu yiri ye na no enti susu yiri ma na obi ka ntimi nko ba bia o
Samurai boy ne
what you say senkran ebre won efi ho a where should our small towns.
Okay.
And for ye nyini ni yesua no for a long time me yenim ye Kumasi for the garden city and Nuyano there most part of Kumasi still it is there adia ye copy from Nkran eyefi.
Isn't crying fee.
Oh yes.
But some part of Accra.
Yes. But the majority.
Okay.
What you say? Inti now yama Ghana bia abayese Accra for the negative part of Accra. Say obi bia nkronke to ebesu free capitals na yensu Kumasi gardens Nuyano yensu no.
And maybe I cry to Kakra no na you see your man juma na o man ni nyina no ya ko e ko do do ye fu ma yes and I'm saying nyina ni ho.
Yeah. And then maybe another day ni alcohol. And you know yeah. Me na for am Kumasi Alabama say Java and dodo am timbo mu di nyina me checha ma da pawe.
Yeah,
pure from a TF one ya phone.
Young Ryan common man, baby, what you see there have flooding and someone. Prophecy by Prophet Rajab. So what's it doing?
Yeah.
So young she and that was 2 years ago. So in Suiri and all tunes Yunka. Nanya Kokoboma.
One way Kokobo, another way and Kokobo.
Okay.
Because Kokoboma or Maya ye bibia pepe ye bibia kama. What you say?
Okay.
At Rencham Sabi Besia, ye betting as news. But what you say? Ye betting as news because end to ye adintia ye near Medina kama. But on Maya Prophet Rajab Timuno. Ye bibia ye chese also you me fire enko.
Okay.
Ntiana na ema nya Kokobo no mencha se biem saying ade sa LGBTQ na asefo yi
okay
be ma ne be ma oba ne be ma first na o ti ho asem bia e news
okay
enti se osofo bi sorry no ka se Ghana for mo hwe mo hu ye o the way amaja mo ma mo ani nkom ma ho nipa mo ne mo nante nkomo mo die school mo ko social media platforms mo ko so no mo hwe ni ye o na ma hu se saadi we ebetete se o ma mu a eno ye kokobo.
Okay.
Because enye normal ye ma we mu.
Okay.
But I can say if you remember in Ghana for Muja Muya and Yakobo.
And so be yiri
and Yakobo.
Eh,
Yakobo. On Maya, Yaja ensue, Ama baby ensue, also ensue tie. Ye German so tie ho.
Okay.
On Maya, Yen Kuchuania, and fan feeling sue, and divertino.
Okay.
And no, Samano, also phobia, including Prophet Roger. Eka say, Mushum Huyan is really bad. Aboy Koko. Na
because your measures no.
Yes.
Express easy.
Easy.
But you soon you buy a down a dinner the express
yes.
Eh.
Nti enya kokobo. Na credit a mede be mano.
Okay.
And it say we a leader. Now per se we di nkrofo so ya. Also studying nkrofo no. The one mu si dwene. Niema mu gidi. Niema mu bu. Niema mu suro.
Okay.
Nama leadership no why successful enti ye man pan you dika Kwame Nkrumah
okay
who said that will be my leader of Africa no apart from so philosophy economics near the no usaku religion theology the whole Ghana ye past president Kwame Nkrumah pen and commit my Roman father okay. Yes or your theology or called the Roman Catholic seminary in so can I didn't hear what kind of book conscientism or say as a leader also what say on call for us who say Africans and spirituality it says 6 and 9 which what say African if it's spiritual African nti wa obedi o mani mu no also tias here deep ehuru ni ewom papa ewom ene bone ewom adenti na sankofo no eye saa ndira bia meka me hwe shows bia ye no kuma se ha no ma ye de ma amafo mu kurachi DNA ya de ade eba so no me say in an area ye tidu abase na obi de ntro to so na aka se obodua no waka se enya no kre wanya sa no o person solve problem of patent fraud sa line no work it make sense asem ya make wa o hwe yen ene wa wutie ene analysis wo be hye nso a se oba efa ni kurachi
okay
na ye kasa eye bosom na chi na won kasa onya chinye
okay o ko baby na hu se kan say okay na wa ya
onje hu chinye ba de hwe shows no ye bia ye pon a ko na ko hwe bi na hwe omo die na ati omu nyina bitumi hwe be ma na so mu krampo
onye
bu onti ase omu se wakoye na de asie ade betimi ache no a obejetum eye bosom eye nsuo eye duabo umo ni dua o se paper bi se
na se onyini
dabi waye bat ni all source of evidence no ema who say unya hu so what
o bibi obetumi aye
the only thing I would gidi say unya e de ba say eno e na eche say wafo achi a eye busum eye dua bo eye nsuo nti once I fa hu mu enti no onimi say obi anya hu no nti no ntina die na eche say 99.99% akwa anya be ma na dia no otimi bo be ma na sum say be ma
still awon ni o try to know
enti we as Africans, we as Ghanaians, no, when semino eweyemu, yentimi nyinto nchene.
Okay.
Enti teteno, nampa info per se, omo boye koko, ema ye jai bibia, define nyamene so. Nti bi oha, na adie bi oha, uye a, na aboso mene nchewu.
Okay.
But mpa info no hwa na se, nipa no, timo info no mpeso mbeja ya, omo ko no ma ya mambre of kasa ritual say asotrobo what's obi bo obi asotro aboso mo che no but the way asotro man krofo itimi bo obi na nsia tu no na nasu ho ahwan efiri na kro obi bo asumu a mo nche no no ma ya mamre fi sa ada no ko obi bo asumu na aboso ma che no
no na ye adwuma
so na ye adwuma ena the moment a ye be ka say ade we so when ye abosom no e na ma ne ba so no and I say we ya abosom no we che no majai okay because that time no na abosom sem no ejira brane ajas ye okay and ya to ya abosom no gu okay ya fa Christ okay any ade but sa ade no aye evolution now e we ye die nanim eni yetrimo e we die nanim okay enti ama ye mpanyimfo bebre some person omo boy Nkokor say me enye bibia omo ye no the spiritual and the religious way
there were tribes in bi ho a ate say omo ma no kra no enye se nkonya ni kunachi a wonfa but ofa ni kunachi nim so obebodam
water region omo ho onya fa kunachi na obura fie ho pe baka nti say eho oba ye ware ye amamrende man no onya fa ni kunachi a on person obodam no si fie obi
efie wa omo ya amamrende man no
ni kunu fie
oh
yeah
and it works
right now
any superstition
no
enye hunu bi nyana nsem
let's remember bebre sesia ya kasai wanya nwrani ba oyo ba oware o fa na chi ida say obeka no kre ana say odi agro bewu
na so msi Jacobu ebisi Jacobu heya
wo ho ye na ye to agu because sa na ma no so upes odi adwuma wo na de eye adwuma no was o discipline na discipline na most men yentimi nyentina ya just ane na gunu ba another day's conversation okay enti ama the way a religion wo ye die nenim no ama ye mpanyifo no so mu appeal to ye mamu to bala ngu ha mamu nyese ya sa part of them have tete no unya ekase uye se ya se beto no wo ma dwunim nti omo twe se oh yese ma muntwa mu ye flyover okay mon faso ti ma mon fa fom enti mpanyimfo no dwen se why flyover na wie ne de e wo se nipa
omo ehu nyansa se
yes na nipa te enti na tetefo no omo de ade a eye adwuma etale ho
okay
pa mfaso a bibi we be ye wo so ampa what you say enti ama ya sofo no ne difo no bi nso no still no omo feel say sa religion free yemu spirituality free yemu enti se omuhunu bibia enya se bia nso no wanhu
ebia wanhu a enka enye adisem
enka enye adisem
okay but wan fan hye nyame a
eno ye baako
okay
ena ne toso no se wo se odeba because majority of people so no emra enche ye bia no na omubu sa nyame na oji onidin mu ede ayeden ache nkom no
okay eye ya safo awrade nyan okay
yes
okay
ade ase
okay
enti ye wo nkrofo a omo so omo je sa nkrofo ni die ndi ganya bone
okay
se
so difo
obekansa se obese sa nkom no but sa de we no abaye too glass nkom se no hu hia biem
oh
the way ye pay for the manage yen
okay
obeto das bi esi ho onfo bi nyina ho make sure say obi about the begum na ye ba ye digum a ye ma na ye digu fom na ye treko ba bi no ye hia nkom hye bia se nsu yiri be fa yen
ya yesuri ya bra na ye bo no
yes
na den na wo se ye twen se je se obi gina ho ansa omo ye KGT recently lawns no so no grasses no green no ese many palm faso Jesus soldier fo gina ho a utwam a ofaso na ye twam aba ansa soldier fo ni ho a ni nipa faso why
okay human nature enye bibini yeah Ghana for just social media na Ghana for the na bibini enye bibini suban
okay
enye Ghana ni suban eye human nature
brofokan
yes Alexis sa so din we no say ye ko history book no mun ya tira abrofo de a ye abi before ya so nya din
oh
him fan wakan abi before history say na sebe anopa obi didi ni eja ye nan okurum
okay
high hill yeah man no the ball life no in some part of Europe no and your life into the high hill by it
Okay.
Now Europe, so those parts me so a fit to the extent say when Yampa boy elevated that ubetieti and a janaimu and then near ma propromu.
Okay.
High hill in some part of Europe, historically was there to prevent people from stepping in debts, including fees.
Okay.
On this Cinderella dress.
Okay.
Dress ya na you ne type ni bi the other wedding gown.
Okay.
Part of why you invented here, I say na some part of Europe. Na nipa jina krum na ajanai kana. O nya so be ko ba bia o jira ba bi o jira no wa jane nan. Na se be ya nipa jira nipa mu jane nan ya enye ni o jira nchan tan ni ntino. Yes, anta yentade you.
Akavano.
Wo se watade you. E ka wa utra hwa no ayagu ho. No opeja na opeja so no up to na woko. This is how bad they were.
Okay.
And say sankrofo yi atimi abaye nita. Yeah. You use the scientific way of letting people do the right thing na ebeye. Abrofo na timi ajasa subambone no. Not because of Bible, not because omuye ni papa omunya ombe dabi. Analysis yabrabo no. Every part of yabrabo is governed by a scientific formula. And it is one who how to identify the problem scientifically and how to solve it scientifically. Oye den untimi solve it. Na ebase yi menye meye yewe menye mamon fa form fa soro ye be fa form mamon to bola nu ha ye be to gu ho mamon fa lons no so ye be fa so. The only thing ena ne na nanamu ye no ne na nanamu ye na enu ana brofo na ya amuso sa afa no
Beromo de no senye abosomsem
enya abosomsem. Unless this spirituality is science.
Okay.
And science is spirituality. Okay. Spirituality is science discovered.
Okay.
And science is science and spirituality uncovered. What does here? Nti ade bia obetimi de honhom aye no, utimi di sikaye. Sikaye physical.
Okay.
Metimi aye nsuo wi.
Okay.
Na ma be chase kama PFM.
Okay.
Na ma bo ho dawuro.
Okay.
The one Messia canon the way you be design no ebe qua acquaintize some part of the human brain
Okay.
to begin to like the product and buy it.
Okay.
Metime kukuru sika so de akoma sofo bi malam bi konfo bi ama na the same akotache that part of the human brain
Obey endorses you know.
endorse true spiritual means
Okay.
obeye ne name obeye.
Okay.
Ama the same part na PFM for kreke wo wadwene mu tia opani nsuo no ama
Ozu nsuo na oni boss wa obeto. Okay. Wow.
what you say aha enti no dia na no de solve me mamu nkodo ha mamu nyesei huhumu oya bibi to.
Okay.
Once I bibi to a punishment enti me biem dia na abrofo ye abrofo no hu say nipa sa na yesutie se wugya ya ye pen ye beye ye nya ne awo pe ye selfish to the core.
Okay.
Enti no omode punishment enforcement ebae enti broni ya ade bia pe ade bi ananipa bi e wo gira ho make sure say we ye becho wanya punishment no e wo ho to afebọ. Ana say omutimi ya na nipa no yesu no dane wi a dan no ma hu say yamfa police nya nya ho a nipa no be the right thing. I mean chechim me wo mi theory bi a mekano the first nature of man and the second nature of man. Ghana se si aye wono your first nature ne say ye nya ba bia to bolagu.
Okay.
Ye do red light e betwam ye mfa top ye be fa down
You have comfort.
ye be boa yen your first nature no government bi obe sorry I was say me sans me metu ase no obeye kwan be so obeye owie flyover na ba bia ase ho.
Okay.
First of all, obe block it kwan no say music kwan mo ye no and ye one now was the police for edna end to end or the camera ka ho enti obi pia obetre bia ebeti no
okay
ni agye ni sika na edna court obi bia obe bia ebeti no the moment nipa be hu se sad no my discomfort no pe obi abe calculation no fie make off fa from na agye me 100 cedis na stand me akokota we see me time there me nya biem
okay
ni asase ni ye na ye enforcers no ho enti best 10 years later 1 decade no na fe ye jai sane mani nyina ye se me anya ye jai ye
okay
not because ye nyanka ye nyo emra ninti
I be right my be part of us so we am running nobody
we are doing that to save money and time
okay
emra ninti ye jai
and yes you soon
the fourth this certain say ye empese ye be yesa but ye calculations say me tue sika ni me awesi me time ni makokot any ade de me nya biem
okay
tina fe dipa dodo na because of the law ye ma ye wo mo a akamfo na ebu ye be se aduane e won hu o ma me mukase no echi wade now ye ba no ono be ye the right thing not because of the law
okay because of the wabeto okay
enti yes see na after 10 years ye nye no because of the law no and no be second nature
okay
the second nature say emra no enforcement no ama ye ne etene
okay
ye ba no e ba be fa ye second nature no as the first nature
okay wa me hunu punishment no
dabi
okay
nti wo ba no onu odim na no not because of the punishment odim na because that's what he came to meet she came to meet
wow
because nipa ya adwene no oko education mo amfa tabula rasta okay say bibia nim ye wo a it say pen drive fofora wato no hwi ni so eye ne maame ne papa ni nuanom school environment na be programming no nye ye ne nye
okay
nti na nkwala so ade abua nkwala tete enye kasa no muhu
enye kasa e di omu
nyomuhu kasa no one too waste of too much of waste of time
okay
chen yomuhu inti me papa me mpese me babe twisi great me kasa ma mimu atwakuro he be wi na mba no onum bi because me nom
no be utu no for no okay
the best way ni obehu ye nti ye ba na oba ye na ya ntobola enwu no ono nya enye mra nti ena onye sa nye mabone no
okay
ni obeto ye nti eye sacrifice ameno ya ye e di ama no ena mo nti wo second nature no first nature say na wo ye ne aban se menye no they say wa be fa new nature which is onye oba no ba be fa second nature no as in first nature
okay
because of enforcement akoso na ye wone ma bi ho eno wo de nkrofo gina ho for 20 years na nkrofo ni dimra no so we yom fi wo the next day you go back
oh
enti ye hear more social engineers to sit down to figure out say your problems are one and with the na ye hear nipa constant to mine it but because your past your religious and spiritual past na abosum ntini e dibra so no ena Christosum ba no so no na Christosum so e play the role e ma ye dimra bebre so
okay
say ma omo fom kunu ati no Christosum ntini wo fom
okay Christosum so be and be highlighted
because sata na Christosum kan okura no say the city
oh
na Christosum the shame stigma and a consequence ye adwuma ba miracle na nim no na aso mpanyfo no globally nyaga na nko a ehunu se shame stigma any consequence shame yes yama wa ferry stigma say tretre nsa wo so ene se ubenya bone ne so so no ema nipa ekon no so ombe ba so no ba ye yisa ne mani free ho a ye ne futu flyer ema ko foba na disikaba at the time asori ni shame stigma any consequence every ho
and then man to sign money at the crown no okay
so that say and then other technologies Obana say Emma Enfom Krumatia, apart from the spiritual, the religious, the traditional, cultural, Niemana Emma Munyano. Sometimes also na invent the contraceptive pill no.
Okay.
Now yes, what now for creature all the receipt and yes fee. Okay. Ain't yempani for no bridges, flyovers, come no amatiada Jane say this week I saw for beka munya we no it's a sorry mun ho no obunie ya ka free babu no so ade na be no
okay
ne nkwam na mu sisi otia no ne sofo se ma ne no ya ade na be no
ya kwa be drusa
yes
okay
that is how we are. Yes, ya kwa be sa na etie se me ye na bibi ntomi a ninja ye sa ni patie
oh
se me ye na bibi ntomi a ninja ye by empanyfo no sa glimpse of the spiritual past now we are bibi to no e da so o madwinim enti empanyfo no betimi aso problem we a omonti omho asese say ye ni sa spiritual system na automatically we are na na ebeto no e wo ho enti ye hear something physical and legal ebema ye muslim ye na bi beto ye, and I'm telling you
a Ghana form pesa na say almost ye kwan a omo yi Nkokor containers e biara ndu abonyina na yanko na mo boy anu aduro aduane atogu na asa de bi e be ma obi ho han no okroma no ye mpenesa de o ken ene ye mpane show ye mfa Nkokor ye news ka bi but ye krum ha
dabi empayfo no na enye ready so mbeye
okay
mema yakofom e wo minim from the leadership level mema yakofom
oh but mema na lead your mind
Alexis na bia be ka say be ma nya ya boje se ni sebe ayi na de epieto mu no
okay
be ma wo ha wadwenim na ukọ the political class no aseda e de mema ya ba form o ma seda nya se ona we na abeto o mo hunu benefit a yenya ebra yenya eniema se mema oh yes
onyo eniema se bema o benefit
yes
asine so yo eniema se bema
we yo eniema se bema o benefit obenya and o yo eniema se oba o ye bema na yo eniema se oba your benefit obenya ba benya so akatua later
which are you saying
okay ensure eyiri na fire wi a president ba enye steaming for no boys bo na se kwa ko UK o say ye problem no enye engineering ba mi say na no ensure si eto ya of a plane fire no wa mene na some kan no
okay
yeah of course so e kan ye ya famu dia o say ye na o san kan say your engineering problem o say solve ade ase enti abribia no mpanyifo mona mo hwe se ba bia beti wetime se dan ba bia ntimi se dan materials a ya de Alexis no cry on say Ghana will bylaws more than UK and the US what I say mona mo hwe sa de man so but essence say ya semra ni wi a ya nya enforcement and the reason why ya enforce no dodo na no deliberate
FM 95
deliberate
yes
wapayo
Pure FM 95
for elections about 20 say NDC MPP say me hear the right thing no the bema because the bema ya adwirimu a bema you have to make a decision and you're comfortable in most times later you better was
okay
and that's here and then remember be bra na omo ewo mrasepo papa ho mudi ya papa ho ba o wari wiye abete ne papa ase
okay sana nyesa ne papa nye
nti be ma ne nipa o make decisions a ye mo ye nsama no ene
chana ye boy nsama no ada obade o to give decision o be say boy nsama ne ya is that what you mean
ma way of life is different from Mema.
Okay.
What I say? Most of the time, you know, they are about now. what will make me feel the way I want to feel now? Who is making me feel the way I want to feel now? Until who remember baby that nigga and I jada warrior no or Alexis. She school I'm then call ye she damn high man to one campo. She's about who is making me feel the way I want to feel now. Most of them. Do we have or more or Montesa? Yes. How many? Few. Okay. What does here? And now for your better chim I want a positive and I want a negative. What does here? And decision I know Shesano or most of the time a ma ain't mean take it. Okay. I didn't ya or no a passive aggressor. Okay. I didn't now or confront no or the wine. Them also quite direct. Oh. What I say? Ne life no tiri ankopon bo mo ne dwumadi omu bedi enti or the different hormone show mumu for a specific role or do mroso for nkwala ntete frinyin semu be si da obewo a eba be for 5 years ko 6 years wo hia botre enti hormones wonu mu no ema owo adoye ebroso abadoye a ebroso. Okay. Abadaye enti the positive side no na juma obeye no what you say? Aha ba obema wo and I will bet it here.
I remember the last time we say your own your period I would hear mommy.
Yes, exactly. Ain't mama dear no a funny tough love. Mad and soft love. Oh, Kofi, what I say? Title for the world. Say Udru Yasna when you be a ding. And you say, Mammy, and the bike asa. Or say, Alexis, maybe Bia said a beya, or call Amaniemua, my baby to charge you. Or don't have Bruce on a momentino. The real feeling will say, Yada Biana Babia, or Alexis Bacono, or Belho. But that is how the hormones are coupon their man. That's how it makes majority of our mothers feel. And it doesn't make them bad people. Dear Papa, what Jenny Mama Yatum Ebeka Cheniba, Alexis, may you be Bia Mosel Beya, Semini Honaka, which you may be charging. Okay. Ain't he? Fear now, Papa, and they will fast some hard core training more on Penasem until say, and now Quabontia SMBC ya. A dear or children will recharge your home by fear, then you come and see your hero at home. Okay.
Because I didn't know do feminine, am I comfortable?
Dabi. Am I comfortable? Okay. But I don't know bet you charge your home. Oh, I want to bra wuni ho. And that's how ma'am I was here training. Okay. Now back to the politicians. Anti-politicians and what's all this soft love and the leady the citizens. Okay. Also the tough love Nindian. You sit down or ha I should defool any and more penny or ha. Waka. What be bia we sit down at Brosite said you be wogu. As I'm kaka. Okay. San also leaders LED their citizens. But who say no oh yeah, we do agree about election. And you say my cano crano, my election dear Dabby. Mammy call fat ya mammy dono. Ain't Alexis. As some make up a CB so. What's an swan? Say, ensure a yiri Nazubamo, Kotun for a woman or Momo lady. A man with Bramo Baba Tebaka mini crumi or bois.
A man answered. Ye bubu omo anema ye bubu e maame fo na be kasa no
dodo na aboa science
se bia maame bi no osu ni ade ne sa ne ma
enti na ye na nanom ka se be ma nsu ba mo anka se o maame wu na e o ya me nsu o hwere wu nua o ba bi wu na nsam abu na usu a da bi o senso ye ba ma ne ma mu
ade enti na o se omo boa
because they are being scientific at that moment. They are using their biology and who they are to get what they want. What is it? Soon Emma huya mobo. And nimtina me say sa ene preaching e koso ye pese ye program mema su ofrofo no emwa mema because obansu a wonya results. Okay. Wonya tangible results. Bema usu 10 times I'm sure half of the time percentage of wonya hwe unnecessary pity and albania but wonya hwe obansu wonya results. Enti emanim evolution historically say osua yebeti no.
Okay.
Okasa woma yebeti no. Enti yenya ya omabwa piece wo hono ma the problem accident eba no zuba any am mpanfo aya so mo betu omo pe na oba bia unity ena yeni kunu me wa manan me wa masay all to use emotional appeal. That is scientific.
Okay.
And this science, no human being need to go to the classroom to learn. And where you move, it's built in our security systems. How we be protect your home, how we be share. So that's here. Intisani omni nyansi na ye pesi Nkokor a. How many who say mulidi to stop
Emma.
I didn't hear or what it takes to stop it.
Emma the enye juma.
Wo ba kan say the enye but to no or say a man atra hono eyema no. So that's here. Inti a man what the power to make obi also take a decision about boy in the future no ebejai.
Oh.
Yes. So that's here.
Okay.
Enti your politicians no and so adopted the female way of living. Your politicians no also adopted a masu and omudi DSO.
Okay.
I adopted a masu and omudi DSO. Enti makosi down unsuo ho I also to me no obo mekano. Elections ti on to me. That's a female way of living.
Okay.
Others here. And I take it down. And yes, when you see down, so you adopt a female way of living. Yes. Unless you was cycle be we say strong times, hard times. It builds strong men.
Okay.
And then strong men will build good times. Build it bibia kama bibia easy.
Okay.
Now emu ya dem we for no abedi weak men era na wo sisia no.
Oh,
globally
men we ase ayemre.
Yes, adentia ye be wo ya to emra na problem bebre ni ho ya nante amfin kran kokuma seda.
Okay,
ye free efie ba studio ye teka mu. But this is a journey some of us in the village ye who say me some me na ya me ya. But my 94 miles, 5 miles I go school pen.
Okay.
As early as 2005. Now me nanti be 6 months I kwatira de we kura bi ase.
Okay.
What you say? Most men today did not come to see hardship. Enti e refi ho say at any time at a range betimi aba. What you say?
Okay.
Enti Bema osanka wo de abane no oya ne masem.
Okay.
I hope, sir, listeners will understand this concept. I buy no oil and to get lessons.
Vote, okay.
But once you swear, so Tia ye na da crabano, I just say, more must sit down with you when you are ye buegua, Usika Besse. Once you swear, Udusika was said, Diane won't you home. Now say, Monsieur Cassia Bitois, a bit my far away on the way, no ma. And I best say a Japadiano. And can say abino enya the near and can also swear because we are living in a weak man's era. No, the modern man, any what is a security threat in his life and to his family. The ladies be saying, say, member baby echo are. Then I say, be my friend. Say, Krachi, also by Babano. Mammy near Mama Kumakumi and you and I mean son 9. Ah, o de bebo me bano babano ho ban. Na se nkwala beka ho de bebo mo ho ban. Ansa na sade na obebo ho ban asia. Me say member baby de munya ban ware.
Cause omunisa.
We don't know what can be a security threat. and you know in say so who sit down a security threat a bit mama wahwe musika a bit mama wahwe japade a bit mama wahwe nkwa na we no mankwa no it's a calculative thing. I was say bema bia cause Ghana ha mema na to da asase dodo I was here but because nyam wayefo na yem bebre hu abrabo ani more den than ntino ye fa bibia normal
so mean say ye fele asase na ye si dan wonsuo ho no tetefo na omo bre ye pa na omo anye
onye
omo ntoto nsase wasie
because the sense of security high. Alexis mameka asem say pure for mobile news 6 o'clock news either morning, afternoon, evening. Now I say, in seminal near this war VIP bus 823 Kumasi could do cry as you or the imagine near Bekof to fear OTV
way news. As I'm getting any idea about it,
but Udmientia, the opposite near panel.
Why?
You're struggling past. Evolutionally, and near Titi room, a Titi cave mu, na any moi, I hold on at it. No, common say, Ubia Piekoba, Obabinya story, I can, our Nija Tashia, Timmy, a Bufa Jatanoso, Mishiawo, Amikuno, Mishia, dear, now, and debate my German quan.
Okay.
So what I say, until over time, it became normal for somebody to go out, come home, and report something tragic. But okay, we are heroic.
Okay.
What I say? Over time, every whiny yajun any DNA to get ready to hear bad news.
Or there be about the Asambaba, Mishia or Ubi Pana, Bobby Dragu, Missona, and they are their born.
And balance are you good?
Okay.
What I say? So this is the source of Saadiano. Ama medium for epe bad news. A chain.
No, only made in Comobia or Casse, you had a programming. Was it so? You busang parabi broy. A Juma Mopes woman, and the Ombes Ombeno, Dachia. Omoka de Emre. And two, that question itself, and yes, it's
problematic. Yeah, my form. Okay. Entia indiscipline, air cost. Okay. What does it? Yebabaso. Ntia bano I adopted. And Alexis say there Kumase eba be me regular ayi. Ye bedin komo akodu ba bia ubehunu ni kwanya leaders akoshe machi to get what they want to destroy society. Yes. Enti saadi way men adopting female way of living. The way a man living is okay for ma. The way a mema living is okay for mema. And anytime a bema by say, and my way no easier. And to me, I don't be as a bema when you're soon you that.
Bema or Ben and Nema Sema
or by adopting my way. Beginning to do better some good positive outcome be, but I'll call a nimuna a brand new money and qua. And sunset, Memayako from now ye walk. Good times I create some member way you weak in it, you near my threatened life for that. Therefore, our ability to look into the future now you're protecting one son about innocence, and will form as member. Another may catch us say, Bema or Ilipie on Tikamu or Nantifom unkano. A question miniskirt. Bema obey me, I catch and say, I'm a Kusia ya. Yadi we go na use we ya one odi ani ehun hia ba so
Pure FM 95.
Remember we are snap abonti ho na ukono nya obi na nadwene ya adwuma.
Okay.
Ya o mema ohu so ba sini panta si ho asen ho a otimi ko wiana na ho aba. Yare. What I say enti use we ya obema nkofo anifo aba so na wan hwe ya obubefo akodi na tem na akobọ afi na obefrɛ me na mababu ni bia na asa de en.
Okay.
Me by bia one on one bet me abono ba okita second no da wo me wa hwede ukunu.
Okay.
Nti bema obetimi ache oba mu ma onse sa miniskirt ni mpie. Na what save ni dignity. No what save one life. I save your life no. Wo e na ye bema mu. ko what solve problem answer na AC by na de ne ehu be ma bebre be ka se me ka we ya hey oba ka se me controlling
okay
meba enti sa be ma we on president na wa ma kwa ma usi da unsi ho no monye pe okasa ma unsi a onto aba ma no wonso ka se o yire se mane fa miniskirt MPA okata o yire ka se one ne na SCV fe bochaba no so mesia no labadi beach okasa mane nkwa obeka se we controlling we insecure enti mema mpese beka se insecure ye beka se control nti obema na yire akọ na obi akọbọ ne to so no wa frɛ no bra ye no akwa nti ho ne sade ababo ni tim
okay ade anan ko betimi aye bema enough to stop it at home wa ha ma ko ya asem wa bonten okay
adentia because we free the mema yem into use female way of getting things enti ema empe no kro we anu ahye mo nti ma me tone no kra down na ontra ma brabom
last time no say your mema be bre onu mo a or your wedding because of obana sope
yes
and you know
dabi
untimi nya money enough to decide because okan obelusi obana
yes.
How does that work?
It is working because majority of the men have been feminized. From the female. And me was serious be a chance here. How to get rid of the female in you? There's a psychological female in every man.
Okay.
You either get a strong father to remove her from you, or one kasabia over baby share the 3 men to say they may ya mabwa where you firumu. And yes, sir, your memo more 28 years, 30 years, 45 years, 50 years. The psychological female is still living in them.
Almost no maybe to say the my or my dear.
Yes. Use female ways and means to get things in their life, which gives them immediate comfort. Now a more future punishment.
Okay.
And Bama na ontimi make said that's a decision we no. Na yire e ka tell say let's na yire o makota asase e wo ensuo no ho no ha e say omo rent biem. Bama obasu onu mu no. Or compare who to people unnecessarily. Where are you when you say maybe? That's how women are. Emma is like I say Emma eshe eyelashes omo ye print omo nim eshe wig for mema. Majority of the time, na
okay.
Oh, German psychologist and a medical doctor by the name Esther Villa. Actual book could be title here, The Manipulated Man. Obao.
Okay. Obano trust.
Yes. Now book no me kan book wa ya me kitapen. Me do baby na macho bibi. Ho sabuku no pe and I'm through baby metiam na me ho Jesus matro
why
like some mama me can for the female nature ho say oba pa na kasa no 50 years ago not true you or say when a man gives a woman compliment she likes it, but when that compliment comes from her fellow woman her day is made.
Oh, so bema ka say sister ho efo ho efe no ope nanzo so oba mum ka say ho efe pa na de ope no mum se say bema
yes so what I say so women like to compare their life with others. Men can say compare my ba let's fie niema pa e wo ho efe no se bi ni me fie a me ho time to do it.
Okay.
But Bema one ne ma yemu no o ne mema yakofom no na yiri nyaka se ales ne yiri aye we ya wasan ko adwene hu se oh baby omu bensuo ensuo betwe yi me so me sika ntimi nto asase okoko so enti ye ntwen enti ade a friend delay gratification. Most modern men today don't have delay gratification. So ade we me pay but ni akoka de no
ene ya
enti o se me twen ye ni o twen honhom.
Okay.
Enti Emma nti wo hu so because say mo be negative for abrabom. Enti how do women balance that? They balance that through fathers, strong fathers.
Okay.
What I say?
Okay.
Enti papa on abrabom ma onyini no na sa negative side of the female no papa na boa no ama abafom.
Okay.
Ntina oba papa ni na brabo mu no the negative side of the female no ewo soro mema ye we negative side of the male bema bia papa in na brabo mu ana bema bia amwa no na brabo mu no ono so negative side no soro nti da me kan say oba wanya papa e na brabo mu or end up in the street hook up shawo and then I say for oba wanya papa no. That's what happened to her. She ended up in the street. Bema wenya papa na brabo no or ended up in the hospital or prison.
Okay.
Because also wenya papa na or kasa cheno no control the emotions. Na enye babia na to yensa. Yensa no ye de myself for protect ho abra will be ebe hamel. So that's here. Okay. Enti ene mema ya ba forma mema any delay gratification enti pressure. Now, obi me kase me 20 years, madam for 20 years, H Benz into my depressed.
Okay.
We yale.
Man, my crying and depression said I near some sa.
What is here? And so me mayaba for more anti in Sweden fire no abine I use my strategy just to win election. And I yes citizens and so yeah use my strategy just to be seen say we have arrived. Because if we can do babia you see that mefa wa twen by any ho but ni nyina ye dey nsuo ho asem AC no ni akonkwara no question so no nyina ne say every population bia ye be fa 100% no emu 80% they can't think for themselves umtimi nyina mo ho enu ti de to aba no ye to aba for leaders to think for the 80% because adwene say a some problem is the most difficult job for the human being brain and the human being. 80% of every population in America, UK, they tell themselves subconsciously, oh, I'm fine and don't come back. You need it for a government to exist, and then they say, I can't think for myself, to protect myself, to manage my economy. Come and do all of these things for me. At the end of the day, in Sweden, AC near Fanipa Ekunipa Ninano. Problem share no 99.9% a government. Government can say all more BNC a down with you and with just in 24 hours NC.
Okay.
Because yeah 80% plus 20% nina yeah the 2 million amount yeah the resources in amount add the soldier for near police for in amount say yeah what destructive nature fuck carbon down am I
okay
nti aban bia jina ho mabema
tisabana ne masam no the pre-vote na ma no so obey bema enough sa na ma you know betimi
the right will be done. Okay the aban bia ye bema and na yes citizens no ye ma na a ma will always want what they want but utimi etre mu ya obete ne ho ase me wonamfo bebre a na omani je eyelashes ene makeup ho me convince ma emo munja sa ne ma no more than 5.
Okay.
Why me jusu history nipa when invent here
anana botaye na yeden
botaye na yeden eye de so ye nisu ma na eye tintintin ene ekosia da asofo bebre ene sasem wontimi nka
botaye ntie wo ho no
but nipa o invent here sabe o tutu ni
best brainy
adequate o invent here so nasty red lipstick here the kind ani and so tutu ni invent here adan marketing said the beya ujre baby a ye be hu no
sumu ho kra na
what down so o man nyina mu no say we there metimi afre no because ade ba ko na ye hu ade ye was sense ye be oba no wukuna ye ta hu.
Oh okay
especially say or ring it down sa mema do na amfre wo.
Okay
enti sama no e the dressing bi ba ye me sa de a me no fo ho beda ho me paint ma no say the beya be ma be hu no patronize me enti me ya me say enti wo wone sama no so so yada muntem o say an me say ne e ja wo ne ma mo ye eje but na ma san tell the negative health implications I de be ba so so that's here and then me share boy bi wa twene panty da ne ha na me friend no na me say patch me Tony down say boss patch your friend DJ for now say first abondi say patch o ye gay na like guy no or boil it I'm so calm down so I don't know if I'm saying again I'm say calm down till coming down I'm say gay near my friend to Fista Ghana had a sagan. A gay for the buy. In America, Brana gay forbidden Americano. Now prison officers. Probia for the tour. I'm far too ya. Yeah, catch us say. When I'm a true Pietro no conform. A symbol say, ya de adefaho.
Okay.
The American prison gave phone that day say a true Pietro bafom. To the opa, you emphasize explanation way and Casafa or to Vista home. You show how faster.
Mranti to say a late balm, Nessa Animana Oking. Yeah, they are caution heaven. Oh yeah, I won't call heaven ornament in if repoise and solve a problem. But to say eyelashes, the say a woman who say because of semen, I know more de G. Intia, no baby, I shall I have been a Sebema de Sebi, then Kwamo Gu and Niswa, people will stop. You see that then? It's maybe one more practically. I was here for
course.
Yeah, they are so heaven.
Na emboa. Nti abana also ye bema. Na o make it decision enyo no se a. Na ye bunfu no. But in the near future ye behu na ye appreciate no. I said that be may you so mad there no. I saw no the same thing. Until I say I saw need to me ewo ye indiscipline so. Because I saw no ehun say say ye carbon ye nimu a. Emai man so no mu yi a omo do makoma eyi enti otusu obetusu between doing the right thing for society and doing the right thing for himself as a pastor. Okay. Ni yenjangum no bi anya ne ope misika de beba.
Wow.
Nti sa insuyiri a ekọ eba nyina no being said masculinity has been reduced and the government know what to do. First, the problem is engineering, structural and social. Social engineering and FND enforcement. Why are they no be 24/7? And our camera, na channel, na yebejai.
Okay.
Yebejai.
Okay.
That is on the side. Now, ukwala bisomo.
Ma Nkokor was a Sir Franco the hater. Our boy studio. Na mema na bem today you run cry so
okay
and then ya sorry that cry
and say I have to drive like 25 minutes here.
Wow.
Okay.
Nense ma walk no meeting sem
okay nense wo kwan na anymore
and na cry but nense na walk no I have a lot of interest in it where there be America I like say me ya some papa when ni nsem scan wo oh yeah. Always I feel pains within me. I feel that kind of bitterness within me. As my work, no. Papa Kasim cho say, "Oh yeah, cry sa ubre, umina umre."
Okay.
Sasa mantia said that. We kwada su Peters. Peters ayawo kwada su. I like this. We were invested at the age of 20.
Okay.
We were invested 2010. Emmy service we. Acquired regional director for Noble Dream. Marketing and communication. No boy base 60 years. I'm supposed to Nkokor and Emreme.
Okay. Okay.
But first, I'm doing some papa Hammy. It got to a time I'm a education director or Rajab regional director of education or central region. Some man who's some papa bar can't go for book, can't go for book. Yes, papa bo.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not
only one. Waja on my own crib.
I make quite good Dimagrubi and a pebia.
The soft love.
Oh, some papa bar can't go for a book. My papa ba. Me papa nkwana national science and maths me nye biu. But Saturday be wan koya me na to na TV no. No bisa question say question bisa e woti ase. O se dey be obetro na nti bisa sa particular question no.
Wow.
Me papa de me ko ni krom. The free kro bi atubu watro. Best light ni ho. And 9 miles every day no 18 miles. At least 18 all koni oba. Dan papa chemba bia na oda. Dan misuye.
Okay. To shana ro ko.
Misuye. Because light ni ho o chosa han woda han wo ye ne noma bia je so kosansuo okotonsa okodoafu no nyeska no yakwa kutu no ne school fees. One day he was telling me a story. Was we over Prempeh College. We bibia na afro mo ba be ko SS. Alais was we chinya no man kosi. No for when no for so niska. No so mo ba Kumasi a. So mo machine be the pan no friend is a singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was much near 60s or 70s omunya biu okodu fere headmaster no chena dia bet senior chief I catch no financial person ne ban no wo fa se ni kusku no hwe no wo fa se no
Wow.
Today be me come say. Sometimes fathers too aggressive, but one to say. Unless one to say. Sometimes they are too aggressive. You will not understand them. But it gets to a point I'll be drew by BSO drew. Then you say, I wish Sabian Campa Patias and I do me their channel. And then more can home. We should not joke with it. No, we should not joke with it. Hey, are you for meteorological department? I must say, in Sona Ayrton, averagely, Ghana, in sort of 56 millimeters. I talk as a panel. Now we are doing 140 millimeters. Oh, the president Ghana, or say, Cassie, would never make us say inhuman.
Okay. I can't just say, women are people's people. They take care of people.
Yes.
They pamper.
President, you know, he has a right to take a certain kind of drastic decision. I can't let how people feel and think about me. Unless you say me papa, but decision I me take, you know, people will not see the effect of decision today. It will happen tomorrow. Yeah, MP. Opa mazuba nsore se siankas ene sadia ba bia da ko dwom yi me ba na mo na ba sikanye skirt me afele a waterlogged area, a wet area, and obi si abronsan yes fuel station or man for the cars aguo until the situation become too bad. Now because we have to revisit it. Baba masisia came a boss on castle kwakwa kutuomo. You see what people will tell you. Now me video be or to be more santas one about my maybe or soon the no may good from the Obrunia. But we know sadena here no enya papa. They be me come say our problem now is our leaders doesn't have that bold decision to take drastic decisions. And what been the next elections the next 4 years elections say the NDC is thinking about the next successors to John Dramani Mama. Next successor. But if you go to a country, they think about competence, integrity, jurisdiction. They think about development. Ghana has say a net development plan for 15 years.
National policy.
Yanibi. Where Bema password take a decision. It's a serious thing. There are a lot of men that are manipulated by any idea. I'm telling you. I won't know you're interested in Nkoman and Ganjo said, Australia, Adia Wuye, inwardly, Unsadia Wuye, replica effects in your papa. But because you want to control, because men person about you say be domineering, men person about you say be a hard game, or the Nasma walk and the Mamintina, or the Minyamano. You know the replica effect. I don't know who your man still envens. And you know, Unim say life is an unforeseen event. Thank you.
Of far, Bearman's, a training. You know,
say life is an unforeseen event. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. I am person man say domineering. Bema radio or Shami so now. Bema take a decision now. With me being only more. But don't Adia me watch now. Ni parobeji say you say me say or better. Me say in some can we Bema would see me now, but I don't joke with it.
Several Gonim say a mema be bra kware make me akase 85% of men on my wire no mumpe wedding.
Oh yeah, me
no mumpe.
Oh, I'm telling you, my kind of credential. I know a lot of people that has entered into white wedding. Today they are not happy. Today they are not happy.
Oh yeah, because of
urbanity. Me, I've watched a lot of videos of young guys. Now I'm here to man. One day you're in a bush and phone. One day 20 is 35 or whatever. Oh, and warrior. People try to compare what happened yesterday to today. I like this. Or you like this. Where ball water no, or if you deco no more. Or much people book and see 300,000, 400,000.
Allow me near or move for photographer.
Yes,
photographer no bob boy for my mom.
I won't pay. Hey, now serve yourself. No, you're a catch or say Bankuni tilapia, yepifufu, yepa watch, I didn't bear 10. Near spread it at the expense of the man. A man found.
And
I'm telling you,
I don't blame the woman.
Yeah, but
that is who the woman is. It's about you, the man, knowing who she is and knowing what will be good for all of you. Because senior, Obosa Kani na wiye na wa ba boko eko for moi. On ba na beka cho say, we be mahu.
Yeah,
so na na wasan ka wujia na so. Adam man kan cho say, be ma bia o ye be fa wachi ba akon. Na de be channel no. O fa de tosu mi na mo what na say a. O be ka say eye wo na wa ma na fa wachi. O maybe say aden o say tell me fa ba akon so pamo me. Na wan pamo me.
Alexis, me say, men who say share some papa for no mama ka sam show me person me go school ni kwara hospital say choose schools na me coach choose schools I work Eastern region
Pure FM 95.7
when you didn't want to na my choose schools no say no say na me choose schools be na headmaster na ka kire no my father ka say I'm very disappointed in you na headmaster be say no say nya akwa ni pay school fees when I'm clear school fees, I will decide the kind of schools that my child will go. Senior schools will choose my Cape Coast schools category school in France, pay my Disadel or Guestings. Wow. No, catch them the school when you're back on your bingo. I'm telling you, me
grade ends.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And only option
or challenge you
have to learn
to go for the best.
You have to learn. Me say what school? You be a school to say you be a school ne. And I don't know normal. Nam dia hata be ba nam papa bo ni nyina dia gu me trunk man lock e de sika mu say ye ko school nam say me nta don say da bi minim say be bi school ne se mania prepare say be say me ko school anka mi si no man be last week o ba bi ento de me ko school
that time no be ka
yeah I me be push me to a point say papa dia ja no say no too aggressive I'm for register of deck na me ka chema pastor da o mo register of deck o na be ende as of man ko school say me ko train of deck say me dimi ko school na wo de memra metena fi wo be pa adwa mama ye nti oni asem
senior na me fa US president menu enya example Obama
okay
Donald Trump Obama mama no em say menu say o mayi on papa dia fi o so such a bema wa bobra say because he's a liberal man
yes
your babeka
no really
eye adwuma Obama yiri tim kontra podcast so ka say mine on the podcast no dey say or young girl anka ono obaware no obawafo
o de oba no
papa no
okay saba
post no
younger
no Obama ire ne younger
so no say abayo ana fe na e bi a say opekuna na something like that
e fa no to form o she Obama ma no the way obrabo city here
on social media na
Donald Trump the man say no alcohol no smoking nothing
chairman and how
only the best
or say obi o transgender be on new military Donald Trump
or see a new washroom for
transgender or say why transgender
uria ko Jay-Z le baba Ivy Blue na ko Kanye West baba omunye oye wo munyina around the same time Kanye West ba no one ne yire ni jae no oba ne te akwala no ko akwala na oba na te no kwa bobbo ne hwene munyina ne na so munyina Jay-Z bano say baba wa
there's a certain kind of discipline.
Finally, and also as nigga, I got a friend commando. The baba ko I don't know tete no. And about kwa na tete no, and mam tete na or base. Obese fu, ni na ma tete no no. Wa fa papa bibia. And not just am I evil? That is their nature. They don't have what it takes to turn a boy into a man. They don't.
And that is not intentional.
No.
Naturally, that is how they are made.
Hormone, I go for the man only a hormone.